Hello to everyone, this is Joanna, and tonight I wanted to talk really briefly on this Be Enchanted, specifically this body cream. This right here is my Be Enchanted set, and I also have a newer cream from this year. This was the set I ordered a couple of years ago that you guys heard me say my package got stolen and they resent it out. This is when it was online only. I ordered all four of these, but they have since brought this back. And Be Enchanted, let's see what it says here. Sugared petals, fresh sparkling blend of ice pomegranate and sugar petals, and it was inspired by all that glitters. What I love about this fragrance and what I missed about it when they took it away was this right here. I would say was one of their first sweet scents, and to me it has the fragrance of sugared flower petals, like it actually does. It is a sweet fragrance. For me, I really like it a lot, but I will say that when this fragrance came out, when it first came out, at that point, my daughter was an adult. Yeah, she was fully grown. But there were a lot of teens and tweens in the store when this came out. They were flocking to this fragrance and they were flocking to the cucumber melon while it was still in the stores. This is a nice fragrance. If you have a younger daughter that is getting into Bath and Body Works, at the time you heard me say that Happy Daisy was the fragrance for my daughter. But this is a nice fragrance for a young girl to start out with. I really did like this. And I used up the very first tube that I had. I had a body butter in it. I had, I think another lotion, but I never did have the gel until this order. And it used to be in a different bottle than this. It was in a bottle shaped like this. And as you know, Bath and Body Works has changed their bottle style over the years. And the one bottle style I really did love that I don't have is the one that they had when I was talking about the wheatberry fragrance. It had the embossed fruits and things on it. I really did love that bottle style, and I wish I still had one, but I don't. But this is a nice soft fragrance. I do think that this is a spring type fragrance. I love wearing this when the weather was cool, but it wasn't cold outside. But I also would wear it now. Just like I said about the Autumn Blooms fragrance, I would wear this now like September, and I would probably stop wearing it when September was over. And the reason why I will be wearing this now is because I need to put a dent in this particular fragrance. And like I said, I do have a newer cream. And I remember saying to y'all that I wanted to try to show y'all the difference in the texture when a cream is older and when it's newer. So we're going to see if that'll work out now. Now you can tell I've had this one for a while. You see the texture of it there? It still smells like it's supposed to, but it does look a bit tinted if you can tell that. So I went in there and got this to bring it in the same light. This is the newer one. I'm going to try to pick these up to see if you can see this without me making a big mess. But you can tell the one in the back is a newer one. It's got a smoother texture. And the one in the front, see the difference in the texture of the cream there? That one in the back is a newer one, and this one. And you can tell the difference. Now, let's say that I had this one another year. You would probably notice, you always hear me say that they take on a cream cheese buttermilk undertone, and they do. And what that means is they're not as fresh smelling. Like when you first get a body cream and you know how it smells all good and creamy and everything, and it's real fresh. When they get older, you notice that the scent dulls down or it changes a little bit, but it can still be used. Now, if this was to go watery or something like that, you often hear me say that I will put it in a container with a lid. I'll pour some out, like squeeze an amount out. And I'll put hot water in there, shake it up, and pour it in my bath water because I don't like to waste anything. And you often hear me joke and say that if it don't burn my skin, I'm going to use it. But if you're somebody that uses your creams, because I know that some people are worried because they're starting to hear a lot of things on YouTube about Bath and Body Works creams not lasting as long. They do not last as long as they used to. And the body butters that they made, and I'm only speaking for the older body butters. The body butters that they made then, they lasted a long, long time. They could last for 5 or 6 years. And this stuff used to have a 5 or 6 year shelf life. But I think when they started messing with the creams, that's what did it. They probably are good for about 3 years, depending on how you store them. I have a lot of stuff by a window, so that's not good to begin with. So I try to store things away from the window. But if you're someone, especially you're a young person, our younger people really use their stuff. Like my daughter, I can buy her something and that first week she's got a dent in it. Whereas me, because I have so much, I'm already working on something, I don't have a dent in it. But if you are a regular user of your body creams and you, like, maybe within the first month you've got it down to here, you're good. Because if you use these body creams every day, twice a day, or even once every night, these will last about a month, a little less. You often hear me say 20 days, something like that, because anytime that I have targeted my body cream and it was wintertime and it was the Soul Cream that I was using and I was off, and I would take a shower in the morning and use it, and then I would use it some other time during the day, then I'd put it in my purse and carry it around just to have for my hands. This would last me about 22 days, and then I would be done with it. So if you use your body creams on a regular basis, don't fret. But if you're like me and your stuff is piled up and you can't get to it, and you might be a year before using something, because look at when I bought this set, guys, and I'm just now telling you that I'm pulling it out. But I am going to be targeting my older body cream first, and then I will use the new one. So this right here is my older one that I have been in because my tag is off of it. But I'm not so sure that they remade this for this year. I do believe it's fresher, but see how these look just alike? So I don't think that, you know how sometimes they'll redo stuff and put it in different packaging. If it would have came out in this packaging, I would have said it was reformulated. So that would mean that when I finish this one, I'm going to need to work on this one. Now, the one thing I want to point out is look how beautiful that packaging is. I think this one, the Amber Blush, and the Velvet Sugar. When I hauled each one of these on my channel, I believe I followed that up with, I want to do a nail look like this. I think this is beautiful. If I could get my nails, now I do have the color scheme and I do have a plate to be able to do this, but I have watercolors, what are they called? Acrylic paints, because I wanted to learn how to do flowers. I have the brushes. I have everything that is needed. I just ain't done nothing with it yet. But I just wanted to share that this is a really nice fragrance. If you like this, I would say take advantage of it being in the stores, because they're probably not getting that many online orders for it as they thought, and maybe that's why they're putting it in the stores to sell it up and get rid of it. I would also say if you buy a tube of this, don't hold it too long, because I believe they are of the same grouping. This is not a new formulation. And like I said, when I use this one up, I might as well follow back with this one, but this one is fresher. And I hope that helps you in being able to tell the difference. When your creams are brand new, they're more creamier, and you could tell this one was white and this one was tinged a little bit. It was not tinged when I first bought it. So, and it's been in the closet, it's been in the dark. So I just wanted to share that. And check this out, or if you have a niece that you're wanting to get a fragrance for, and you know about what she likes, this is a decent fragrance for a young girl on into a younger teen. It's also a good fragrance for us, and I plan on getting into this for this month along with the other things that I'm going to be using. So until the next time, everyone, have a great night.